What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3, Living with the Rocks.
What's up?
We just realized that we haven't showed you guys the outside of the trailer. Like, what the heck does the outside look like? So, today it is like 102 degrees here in Arizona, and we're sweating our butts off, but we are going to record this.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views.
Is a 2020 XLR Boost. This trailer is 40 feet long, so it's 13 feet 6 inches high and 8 feet wide, so it's a pretty massive trailer. I love it. But it is an XLR Boost, like we said. It has a 13 feet long toy hauler part. I found out I say feet weird when it's supposed to be foot or foot instead of feet, whatever. Feet, you know what I'm talking about. But it has a 13-foot section in the back where we can put some toys, which we're going to get here really soon, and we're pretty stoked for getting some for the girls and stuff. But it is a toy hauler, and it is the fifth wheel. So unlike our last trailer that we flipped and we showed you in episode 1, this trailer here actually goes on top of our truck with a fifth wheel hitch versus being pulled behind by our truck like the last trailer was. It's a little bit more stable. We have a triple axle on this trailer, which helps with stability and kind of maneuverability. And then with the maneuverability. And with the dually on our 350, this trailer really doesn't move at all. Before, with our old trailer, get passed by a semi-truck or try to pass a semi-truck, and it would kind of like suck us in and then kind of push us back out when the truck would pass us. Now with this guy, it's completely stable, really doesn't move at all. I haven't driven through heavy winds yet, but it's pretty solid. So we'll kind of show you the outside of it. It does have dual awnings. I figured out that these are actually 9-foot awnings that come all the way out. It is really nice, but when it gets windy, which it does seem to get windy every single day here, they kind of shudder a lot and shake the whole trailer. So we've been pulling them in.
They also terrify our dog. He's so scared of them.
He's such a chicken. Yeah.
Our 70-pound dog cowers underneath the trailer when the awnings come out.
It is.
He thinks the shadow's going to eat his soul.
It is pretty ridiculous. As soon as they start fluttering a little bit, he's like, "Oh my God, books underneath the trailer." So it's ridiculous. Everything on this trailer pretty much lights up blue, which I think is kind of cool. So all the speakers, the awnings, everything kind of glows. The whole bottom of the trailer and the ground all blue. It does have 2 outdoor speakers, which is really awesome. We haven't been able to use it yet, but I plan to when we start barbecuing and stuff.
Yeah, we've used it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess a couple times, but it does have outdoor storage here that goes actually all the way through the trailer, which is pretty nice. We have a lot of stuff in here.
That's scary.
This is actually it being semi-organized, which kind of sucks. That means we need to get rid of some stuff, and we just don't really know what exactly we're going to need yet. So we have a lot of extra stuff, a lot of leveling stuff, leveling blocks, extra tubes.
If you have kids during the summer, this is the most important necessity.
These are freaking awesome. There's these little ones right here. They're like torpedoes, and they shoot. If you throw it right in the water, they shoot probably like 3 feet in the water.
And not to be confused with the sharks.
Yeah, the sharks
Where's the
suck.
sharks? The sharks are
This is the shark.
crappy.
I don't know if you can see it.
Shark cool? No, shark bad. Torpedo.
Oh, another
cool.
shark bad. And it came with so many sharks, and these torpedo things are the best.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Finlessly, it flies.
What? Anyways, here we have our propane. We have 2 propanes on each side. Here in Arizona, I've kind of been tracking it a little bit. We've been going through a propane tank probably every 2 to 3 weeks. Whereas like in Colorado, where it was cold like every single night we were flipping on the heater, felt like we were going through a propane or 2 like every week. which turns
But
out to be
Nathan,
kind of expensive.
What do you use propane for?
Ah! Well, we use propane for the water heaters. So whenever we're getting ready to take a shower, we flip a switch and it turns on the water heater, starts boiling up the water, which lasts, I don't know, probably like 3 minutes in the shower. So you got to be kind of quick washing your whole body off. But so we use it for.
That's not true. Our
It is
water
true.
heater lasts like 10 minutes.
I don't know about that. I like really hot showers, so.
Oh my gosh. You know, he's always preaching to me that the water heater is great, and I'm like, there's not enough. So, cold showers it is. It's fine.
Yep. I feel like it could be better. Our kids take our Chevy takes cold showers at least, so.
Yeah, she's pretty bad.
She's pretty badass. But
Okay.
we use it for sink water doing dishes, and really propane is used for the stove whenever we're baking something or cooking something on the oven top. That's the only thing that propane is really used for. Oh, and the heater, of course, which we're not using out here. But the nice thing about this rig too, and I think we showed it in our last video, is it does have a fireplace that's electric, so it actually heats pretty much the whole unit just using the electric fireplace. So unless it's really, really cold, we don't need to turn on the heater that much. But
And also, if we're traveling, our fridge, if it's not hooked to electric, switches
it can run on
propane.
propane as well. Yep, we just have to flip the switch on it. But we did put little levelers on the outside of the trailer here. I don't know if this is perfectly level, but we are level, and I know
Bam.
that. So we do have this giant leveler right here. I think we got from somewhere, Walmart or Lowe's or something like that. But this is really awesome to have, so that way you can level the front, level the back, and you can check to see how level it is. I actually just found an app on my phone now that is really helpful. I think it's called Bubble.
Bubble?
I think it's called Bubble, yeah, or something like that.
Like a bubble butt?
But you can put your phone like on the countertop inside, or maybe like on the bathroom or something, and you can actually like see how level the trailer is by using the app, which is pretty nice.
Fancy.
So we do have the fifth wheel, like I said here, which is nice. We have an extra stabilizer in the front, so that way if we're getting stuff out of the closet or jumping into our bed or something, without this on, the trailer kind of bounces in the front. You could feel it in the front and in the back. But with this stabilizer on, it is actually incredibly stable now, and we don't really shake or wobble too much.
And it makes it so no one can steal it easy.
Yeah, so it does have a little locking mechanism on here too. So that way, you can't really like slide it out if you were to unbuckle it.
Not that you couldn't bolt cut that little
Right.
lock, but
Yeah. But if you're over here bolt cutting the trailer, hopefully one of our neighbors or something comes out and kicks your ass. Nice feature about this trailer too, it is new like our last trailer was, but our last trailer had manual stabilizers. So the stabilizers are right down here. There's 4 of them. There's 2 in the front and then there's 2 in the back. The kind of bummer sauce part about our last trailer is that we had to manually crank these stabilizers up. So we'd have to do it on each side 4 different times, and if for some reason we cranked one more than the other, then we'd have to go around and crank them all up again.
well, we also bought a drill bit piece.
Yeah, we got
so
an
that you can just do
adapter.
it with your
the drill.
the electric drill.
Yep. So we had an electric drill and we had a little socket adapter, so we could just do it with the drill, which sped up the process quite a bit. This is just nice because we just hit this button right here and we can easily move it up or we can move it down. It does have a little docking light switch here too, which is nice if we're loading up at night. We could flip this switch and it has lights all at the bottom here that pretty much glow the whole fifth wheel hitch and the bed of the truck, so that way you can back
What
up.
color are those lights?
They're blue! Everything's blue!
Wow.
Actually, they're yellow too.
Oh,
So, kind of all over the place. But we do, since it is a toy hauler, it's meant for doing a lot of boondocking. Boondocking is going out in the middle of nowhere, and using solar panels or generator and like water filled up. Those are cool scooters. Water filled up in your rig, so you can just go in the middle of the desert or forest or wherever and just go camping. This is nice because it has this Cummins generator in it, and it's completely sealed in there with a soundproof box, which really helps. You turn on a generator and it sounds like a gas-powered lawnmower, and it's like, wah. you have to hear that all night if you have a generator, in the back of your truck or something.
Wait, what's that sound like?
Whereas this one, because we did go camping with one before, and we had to roll it out probably like 20 feet, 30 feet from the trailer.
It reeked of gas.
And it reeked of gas, and we could hear it all night long because it was cold, so we needed the heater on. The kids wanted to watch a movie for bed, so we heard it all night, just buzzing all night. And then
we
eventually,
had a really quiet one too.
right. But with this one, we flip a switch on the inside of the trailer, pretty much hold down for 3 seconds. It fires this thing up, and it is so incredibly quiet, which is really amazing. And the gas shoots out the backside here, out of a pipe.
What? The gas shoots out the backside?
Out of the backside.
No.
Yeah. We're just full of poop jokes today.
That's a fart joke.
In here we have a lot of the electrical components, like the converter box, or not the converter box, but brake line stuff, and I don't know, I haven't gotten too much in here, but battery hookups, all kinds of fun stuff. I feel like we can make extra storage out of that area too. There's a lot of dead space in there, but you're probably not supposed to.
You want to make extra storage where the gas comes out of the back?
Jesus, watch your head. Tessa has tried to kill me a couple times in this so far. She likes to move this in and out. This is our bedroom closet slide, and she likes to move this in and out. Like, I believe it's out right now. She likes to move it in and out to be able to do work on her computer, make videos or whatnot, so it's closer to the bed, so she uses it like her office. I was in here changing the propane tank like this yesterday, and she started to close this, and it freaked me out because I thought she was going to squish my head in here. So that was fun. And she's also tried to do it while I was installing the pooper tubes, and she decided to close it because one of the drawers or something got stuck, so she almost squished me in there again. So if I die, that's how I'm going out.
Whoa,
Just
guy.
saying, she's gonna squish me in one of these things. We got an extra propane tank, like I said. It's really nice. On the other side, there's just a little nozzle, so if one runs out, we just flip the nozzle. It does it automatically. I don't really know why there's a nozzle, but if one runs out, it just goes ahead and switches over to the other side, which is cool. And here is our storage unit. The other back side of it, so we got all our floaties, we got our extra tools and stuff for our water adapters, the pooper tubes, a couple leveling stuff, all the dog shampoo.
This is also in there where we store all that other stuff when we're moving around, so that we don't have to
This slide here is our we got a little valve here. This is to flush out all the toilets and the lines and stuff. We haven't done this yet because I feel like we keep it pretty clean, but it is something we need to do.
Well, we don't know what this means, and easily we could Google it, but that takes some effort, so it's fine. But we don't know what the full-way termination valve is, and it sounds extremely serious, so we've chosen to opt to not play with that until we Google it.
Right. I found it on the back side of this. Is actually our water heater. So on the back side of this, instead of here, is so on the back side of this wall, you actually unscrew this and pull it open, and it has all the valves for like the water cutoff valve, the freshwater valves, things like that. So I haven't looked in to see behind this what we need to do to get this to be able to be flush. So
also, there is a lot of dead space back there, so Nathan keeps talking about building some storage under our stairs, because that's right where that is on the other side, to kind of store shoes and some other stuff.
I was thinking about making like some sort of like trap door kind of thing underneath our stairs that you open up, and then you can store your shoes and stuff underneath there. But
did you say a trap door?
It's like a trap door, yeah.
Like a booby trap door?
Yeah, maybe we can lock the kids or the dog in there too.
Shh, don't tell them.
But this is our slide for our kitchen. So this extends the refrigerator to the microwave, the oven. Everything comes off of the kitchen to give us like, what is that, like 2.5, 3 extra feet instead of the kitchen, which is really nice.
Do you want to go over this?
What? Oh yeah. So these fun guys right here, we actually broke. So you can see it. It's not supposed to do that. Like we said, we break a lot of stuff. But this is to flush the main bathroom. So this is to flush the toilet, the shower, and the sink that's in our bedroom, our bathroom area up there. But this black, and the kitchen as well. So this black here is for the toilet. So black is always the toilet. Gray is all the gray water. So shower water, sink water, and kitchen sink water. So it's pretty easy. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's really gross, but you just pull the lever and you do black, and then it flushes all the black from the toilet out, and then you do the gray, and then it flushes the tube again with all your gray water, so it's all the shower and the sink and everything comes out that way.
So emphasis on the black water is gross because the black water controls everything that comes out of the toilet, right? And so Nathan, why don't you tell them about our first experience?
The first experience, so in our old trailer, what we
Your
didn't
pooper tubes. Just
what we
like
didn't
this.
know, yeah, maybe you can kind of show them under here. So there's this guy right here where it clips onto the tube. So when the first time we were dumping, what I didn't realize is once everything got flushed out, that a little bit dribbles out afterwards. That's why they tell you to wear gloves when you're doing this. So I undid it, and Tessa was on the other end where the dump part goes into the ground. And I actually unscrewed it, and when I unscrewed it, I pulled it out.
Our first time, we didn't realize you needed gloves, so
Yeah.
he was doing this glovelessly.
Right.
So if you buy an RV,
disgusting.
make sure you pick up a cheap,
Yeah.
which I know is like gold right now and hard to find, but
Yeah.
if you can, find some just cheap gloves in just the kitchen area or something that you can throw away or whatever.
Exactly. We got like the disposable like sandwich people that Subway or at Subway they make the sandwiches with them. Those are the kinds that we got, the cheap ass ones. But I pulled this thing off, and when I pulled it off, a little bit of brownish water dribbled on my hand, so I was like, and I dropped it. And you know, like when you work out with those ropes at the gym and you like hit them and they do like the wave? Well, I dropped it. When I dropped it, the hose did the wave, and Tessa was holding it on the other side, so it whipped up and sprayed her in the face.
I got pooed on.
She got pooed on. So
And not to mention, there was also a row of like 4 other cars watching the whole thing, so that was good.
It was pretty incredible.
We also have the thing under. You want to talk about the black thing?
Yeah. That was one of the greatest moments of my life.
Oh,
But
thanks.
this here is just to help level out the tube. If we didn't have this, the tube would kind of hang on the ground. And I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there is a slant to the ground going down this way at an angle. So pretty much all the stuff, until it built up enough pressure, wouldn't release out into the ground, which we really want it to go from trailer into the ground seamlessly without like building up, or we don't want toilet paper or anything gross to stick in here, like leftover food or whatever. So this really helps to just kind of angle it down into the ground. It also helps if you're on a hill going the other way to kind of get it up into the tube as well. So we actually just picked up another one of these because we have 2 bathrooms on this trailer, so we have 2 hoses, and I really wanted to not have to like stack rocks for one tube or anything like that. I wanted to just have it both kind of nice and clean going straight into the ground.
Well, and the last time he tried to record this, what happened?
Yeah, so at the last place we were at, we were trying to like make a little video, and I don't know if we can maybe insert it in this video here,
Oh,
but
we can make that a must.
yeah, so we'll do that. So maybe we'll have it go right after this part. So pretty much what happened is I got distracted and I was flushing the tubes out before we left, and I totally was talking about like how you got to make sure that it's in the ground, and then you make sure that you pull the release valve, and I didn't check that it was in the ground, and I went to go do the girls one and basically pulled it, and it took me about 10 seconds to realize that I didn't put the tube in the ground, and so everything was going on the ground, like little itty bitty turds and stuff from the girls were all over the ground, so I had to like clean the ground and get everything into the hole. It was extremely disgusting, and yeah, don't do that.
We're a number 2 kind of family.
Yeah.
We like to talk about poop and
Poop is a thing.
Yeah, it's
Poop
tough.
is a thing. I mean, maybe back up a little bit, showing the power cord here. So this, don't fall.
it's so hot.
It
this
is all
box
hot.
is like a million degrees right
Yeah.
now.
So we have. Oh, there's a bug in there. This is a 50 amp trailer. Some trailers are 30 amp. Some trailers are 50 amp. Our last one was 30 amp. So the big difference is in our last trailer is we had one air conditioner, the microwave, the TV, and the fridge and stuff. So we couldn't run multiple appliances at the same time. Otherwise, we'd blow a circuit. With this 50 amp and all 50 amp trailers, you can run everything. So we have 2 air conditioners, we have TV, we have microwave, we have the refrigerator. We actually have an extra refrigerator in the back. We can have all of those on at the exact same time. All the lights in the trailer, like
Wait,
everything.
so are you saying the power is unlimited?
It's unlimited.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. In a lot of sites, you don't get charged for power, so you can literally run like ACs or heat all day long, which is amazing.
But be earth conscious, be kind.
Yeah, be kind to the power. and stuff.
also we have our surge protector on
Yeah,
there.
this is really nice. We actually lost power at one campsite that we were at, so I'm not sure if it would have caused damage to the inside of the trailer, but it's nice that we have a generator because we can just flip that guy on. So here on the side of the trailer we have our cable and satellite hookups over there. I'm not sure if you can see, but right here we have our water hookup. See if I can open up the shower box. This is where we wash Sir Guinness off whenever we get done swimming in the river or whatever, and he's super gross.
Rinsing off our muddy shoes.
Yep,
our
muddy
water
shoes. So pretty much this guy comes out, and then we have water right here.
Get my feet, they're so hot.
Probably hot water.
Oh, it feels really good. My feet
Well,
are like burnt.
Back on. So our phone overheated, so we had to go inside and stick it on a fan, let it cool down a little bit. So we'll try to go through this fast. Like I said, it's freaking 102 degrees out here. So we have our freshwater connection, and then we have our city water connection. This allows enough pressure for our shower, sink, doing dishes, all that good stuff to flow into the trailer. Down here we have a little Y adapter, so we can hook up another hose and spray off the dog or toys or floats or whatever we have. This is a carbon filter, which helps filter out a lot of the sediment and stuff that comes into the trailer. We use a Berkey system inside the trailer, which helps filter our drinking water, because we don't like drinking any water that comes out of any RV park, because it is really questionable.
Charcoal drip, and we have extra fluoride filters on there too, so
Right.
it just makes it good water.
Exactly. One of the campsites we went to in Falcon, actually in Colorado, was their water was like completely brown even after we filtered it. So that's why we use a Berkey system, because we really don't want to drink whatever's coming out of the ground.
You check with the regulator too.
Oh yeah. So this is actually really important, and I just found this out at the last campsite we were at. This actually drops it from whatever comes out of the ground, or whatever gets pushed out of the ground for the water. That actually downgrades the PSI going into your trailer, so that way you don't bust any lines or blow out your filter or anything like that, which could cause a lot of damage and be really expensive actually. But a lot of campsites, the one that we were at last actually was like 80 PSI going into the trailer, so they said this is like required to drop it down to like 50 or 55 so it doesn't break anything inside your trailer. So
It's like what, a $3 or $4 part.
yeah, super cheap.
Buying it, and then we had to pay $20 at that campsite, and we ended up buying it because we didn't think we had one, and lo and behold, we opened the storage and we had one right there.
We already were pre-planned for that. This is really cool too. This is a heated water hose. Obviously not necessary in Arizona or at 102 degree temperature, but it is really nice when you're camping somewhere where it's really cold. We had our water lines actually freeze going into our trailer, and we had to like break the hose to break all the ice out of it. This actually just plugs into the outlet, this little guy right here. And then this one here is the thermometer pretty much. So as soon as it drops to like 40 degrees, it flips on and heats up this hose. So that way it doesn't freeze, overnight or during the day if it's really cold or snow's packing on top of it. Keeps the hose nice and warm.
In Colorado, we also made the mistake of freezing a few of these water filters. So Nathan created the nice little just foam bedding out of an old mattress that we were getting rid of, and just protects it with that. So it's kind of like this foam, whatever surface that it has around it that just goes around there and keeps it warm, because those tend to freeze pretty quick.
Right. We had a little adapter too that actually screwed onto this, and it was a little flex piece that was on here. When we first got here to Arizona though, I had it on, and Chev came running into the trailer and she's like, "Dad, water spraying everywhere." See if I could drop a picture in there for you guys. But basically it was so hot that the part melted off and water was just spraying all over the place. Because it was so hot, it just melted the glue right off of that little bendy piece. But this is where the power goes into the side of the trailer, that 50 amp, and then just connects right up to the box, which is pretty easy.
You want to talk about the triple axle?
Yeah, so the triple axle, we get these keys.
Ooh, and also our pooper tube box. It took us a while
yeah.
to figure out where we wanted to keep it, so we just bought one of these cheap little containers at Walmart, and that's where we store our pooper tubes.
And then
when
I
we
just
travel.
throw it in the back of the truck now, because before we were coiling these up and we were putting them inside the storage, which I thought was really gross, mixed in with the water hose and stuff. So now I just pack it in there, and then we throw it in the back of the truck before we leave. Chocks are always a good thing to have. I think I have like 6 chocks on here because we do have the triple axle. I mean, this thing has...
That means 3 tires. 1.
It means
2,
3 axles
3.
and 6 tires.
Well, whatever.
So yeah, we have a lot of stopping power back here because it has 6 different rotors and brake pads now. So this will actually stop our truck and our trailer pretty fast, which is good on the truck's brakes. Back here, the nice thing about the toy hauler part is that we can load this with gas, so it's full right now. We just flip this switch pretty much, and you bring your toys over here, and you got this little key. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I got a tie. So, and you pretty much turn on the pump, and you got your own little gas pump right here, so you can fill up, bikes, ATVs, dirt bikes, whatever you have.
Which we also have an F-150 that takes E85 or just regular gas, so we were really excited. We're like, oh my gosh, we can travel so much further because we have gas, and then we end up getting a diesel truck.
Yep.
So.
You got their little play area, and then you got these can all kind of fold down. Leaves whatever's better to go up on our roof if we need it. Oh my god, that's hot. So
you touch it again.
Yeah, I pushed it back in. That was really hot. You can see the cord. This cord looks kind of trashy, but that was for our Wii Boost to help with the service inside of the trailer. It's been so hot that it melted all the 3M strips, and so it kind of fell off the roof. So I gotta fix that. But here's a cool part about the toy hauler is that it has a little gate back here, and it has some kind of like curtains or something that can zip up and down, and lets you have like windows in the back, so we can sit back here and eat, or the girls can play with their toys or whatever, or the dog can even run back here, and he's kind of secluded in this area. But it's pretty easy. You just fold this in, or fold it out if you want to come out here, and then this little part right here unhitches, and it can actually go all the way down to the ground, so that way we can drive up motorcycles or ATVs, dirt bikes, whatever toy we have for the girl hauler kind of thing.
This is our garage door.
Yep. So it's cool. Same thing, lights up blue back here whenever we're back here at night or whatever. Kind of cool. But coming to this side here, we have both those awnings again. We have our slide for our main living room, so it extends the couch and the seating area. Over here is kind of cool. So we have an outdoor area where we can actually set up a TV. The TV in the girls' room kind of just unlatches pretty easy, and it just slides right into this spot. And then we have 2 power outlets, and then we have our cable outlets here, so that way we can, set this up, set up some camping chairs, and watch a movie outside.
I just realized that has a paw print on it. Why does it have a paw print?
I don't know. Pawinternational.com.
Pawinternational.com. We got some vents over there, so if we do have toys right there, it can vent in and the gas doesn't build up inside.
Yep, the door going from
Fumes,
the toy
not gas,
hauler,
the fumes.
it's all about gas. The toy hauler part to the actual living space is a sealed door, which is nice. So yeah, we can pop those open. It lets some more air. There's like one on each side, I believe, and lets in some more air so we can get some fresh air back there.
Also have a second awning up here, which is a savior right now. It
Yep.
feels about 30 degrees cooler under
It's
here.
so much better. And then right here we have our other leveling system that is automatic. So you just push a button like this, and it can go up or down, and it controls both sides, which is really helpful.
And you have them on your little Lego bricks.
Yep, little Lego bricks are a lifesaver too, versus it just being there.
These little orange things
Kind of
are
on the
amazing right there. It allows you to not have to go all the way down with levels. And like this, you can see he has it up there.
Yep. So we got 3 kind of to lift this side of the trailer because it is sitting sort of on a hill. So those little blocks, create 2 or 3 inches to go up, so that way we can level the trailer so it's not off. So we're not sitting like this inside the trailer or having glasses slide off the countertops. But we have this door here. This is the girls' room. This goes to the girl hauler part. They got their own stairs. Another outdoor
These
speaker.
are kids' toys. They got 2 bicycles and 3 scooters, 1 electric.
Yeah, I tried to convince them to
Ooh,
downsize
and this thing is
but
amazing. This is our bug zapper. So we bought it from Costco, and it just turns on actually also blue, ironically.
That is weird, yeah.
And attracts the bugs to that light, so they're attracted to the window in there rather than in the trailer. And it's kind of nice because it has a fan in it, so when they get close, it sucks them in, and then they get stuck in the middle. But then the fan keeps going for forever until you unplug it, and so you can either kill them by keeping the fan on and it dehydrates the bugs, or once it's daytime and they don't want to hang out by you anyways,
heard blue and white lights actually aren't good to have on your trailer because it does attract more bugs, and that's probably why that thing's blue. Someone was telling us that, like, I think red or something like that, or purple, is actually better to have because the bugs get deterred. They actually don't go towards those colored lights. So.
In Arizona, a lot of people have rope lights all around their entire trailer, and so we found out it's because it's supposed to deter snakes and rattlesnakes away, so they get scared from the light. So that's
spiders too, I think. So spiders don't like going towards those lights, and I hate spiders. So. Yeah.
You want to show how our stairs fold up?
Pretty much. Oh, yeah. So it's pretty easy. It's just a little triple or trifold system here, so it just goes like that.
So that's our one stair system, and then we have this other one over there that's completely different. One of the best buys that I think we made, Nathan thought it was silly when I first brought it up, but now he loves it probably even more than I do.
What?
Is this lock system. Want to talk about that?
Very important. So what we kind of figured out is a lot of RVs have the same keys. Anyway, so these right here are the RV locks. We upgraded to these. It's really nice because it has a fob, so we can pretty much like get in the truck and we're like, oh, did we forget to lock the door? And we can hit a button and it'll automatically lock it. Yep. Makes cool noise so you know that it got locked. It also has a keypad, so if the girls decide, we're at the pool and they need to run over here and grab their goggles or extra toys or something, and it's locked, they can either take the fob or they can just type in our code and open up the door. We also have key spots, so in case it dies or gets unsynced or the code doesn't work, we can actually still use the keys to get into. So we replaced these on our last trailer, and we just went ahead and bought a new kit and replaced it on this trailer as well.
Oh, and when we told it our trailer, we forgot to pull it off, so that was sad.
So we had to buy new ones.
Yeah,
But
new ones.
it's okay. We got a mat out here, which we finally ended up picking up. We waited for a while to get it, but this is really nice because we can walk around without shoes on, or the girls like to come out here and color on this mat, or do homework or whatever, and just lounge around outside. Chairs are a must, folding chairs, comfy chairs, and then we just picked up this grill too, probably about 2 months ago, with some cast iron skillets. Runs off propane, so
it's really nice because it folds down in a small storage bag too.
Yeah, it goes about this big, which is really awesome. All the legs and stuff.
Look at that, that's cool.
That is cool.
So this is our other set of stair systems.
Show them this one real quick. So hopefully Guinness stays in there so it opens. And then all you have to do is just sort of pick it up and it locks into place right there.
And these ones have little pin stabilizers at the bottom, so while those stairs are really nice and they fold up a lot quicker, these would feel way more stable.
Yeah,
so.
these can go in and out depending on how unlevel or level we are.
And we also have our screen door. I don't think we showed that on the indoor one, so it is really nice because when it's hot, we have the ability to shut everything. You can hear the air on in there right now, but then we have screen doors on both of them too.
That's nice. Our trailer didn't come with the little hooks on the side, which is kind of a bummer. So when it is windy and we want to have the door open, this tends to swing and slam shut kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna have to bracket something on there.
Well,
a lot
we
of
did
trailers
find
come
a
with it,
$20 solution for it. The screen, what is it, Screen Buddy or something? Remember? Yeah. Well, anyways.
So we got our map up here, so we can start tracking where we're traveling. So Vegas, Utah, Colorado, and Arizona is what we've done on this trip so far.
Well, we've decided to only keep in where we've actually stayed. So we're not counting anywhere that we've drove through, and we're not counting any places that we've been without the trailer. So, I don't know. Chevy and I are kind of debating if we should put Hawaii on there, because they have been there and they're really proud of going there, but we'll never be able to take the RV there.
We could.
Yeah.
Put it on a boat and ship it out there.
That sounds wonky.
Yep, so Louisiana, this is when we were driving back and we crashed the trailer the first time, right about there. But this is the trip that we've been on so far. We tried to make it up to Oregon, and Oregon was kind of crazy all through, COVID and stuff. And so we just decided to drive south through Nevada and come here to beautiful Camp Verde.
So this is really fun. They're all individual stickers for the states, so they all have something that state is kind of known for. So like the Vegas sign, Moab, skiing, stuff like that. So the kids really enjoy looking through it and deciding what states we've been through based off of the images. So they've got it right so far too.
Yep. I don't know if we should share this, but if you're ever shopping for a trailer, on the outside of the trailer here, it does show you kind of what this trailer is. So like this is a toy hauler, and it's got a 13-foot toy hauler back part to it. That's what the 13 means. I have not figured out what this 37 means, so if anyone knows and can look it up, but
We thought it meant we had a 37-foot trailer, so we were telling everyone it was 37 feet for a while, and then we found out it was 40, so then we were really confused with that math.
yeah, exactly. But if you're like, when we were first shopping looking for like a bunkhouse or anything like that, it'll usually say like BH on the outside.
Or like QBH means a queen bunkhouse, so
Right.
it's not the two tiny twin beds.
Because it gets kind of exhausting when you're out RV shopping for a while and you're going to each one and you're opening every single door and you're walking into it and you're like, oh, it doesn't even have what I want. And so you're leaving, go to the next one. So if you just look on the outside, it'll tell you if it's like toy hauler, if it's a bunkhouse or something like that. So this is pretty helpful when you're RV shopping.
So cool. Is that it?
I think that's it. Make
This is
sure.
it. This is our outside. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Maybe you should get
Nathan
like,
just got our windows tinted on our Black Beauty, so that is keeping out a lot of sunshine. Wait.
Yep, that is Roxy over there. We just got the windows tinted on it, so it keeps it a lot cool, because I was roasting when we were driving through, Arizona and New Mexico. That's pretty cool. Look, there's a barbecue. They're having
Yay! Oh, it's supposed to start at 2.
they're
That's
having
Sunday. It's amazing.
a barbecue and pool party, and the pool's gonna actually be open till 9 tonight instead of like
Woohoo!
5 or 6 that it's usually closing at. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be really cool. We're excited to go swimming and have some BBQ. One more thing, make sure you like and subscribe these videos below. It helps us become more relevant on YouTube. So
Yeah,
we
we
love-
want to be more relevant.
we want to be more relevant.
Talking about poop and stuff. Help us be more
poop is,
relevant.
poop is fun. Do you want to show them the whole out, like the front all the way to the back?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog chain. That's the other thing. We bought one of these, what are they, like wire dog chains that I just tripped over. So we just have it on the leg over there. And then,
Stabilizers.
so when we open it up for Guinness, we just let him do that, do his thing.
Chain them up.